Hi everyone. Today is October 5th of 2022 and this is the 5th episode of the Stitch Folk podcast. Thanks for joining me today, and I've got a lot to catch you up on. It's been a while since I've been on. I did say in my last video that I would not be seen on FlossTube until I had all of my tomato project bags shipped out. So that happened just over a week ago. The last of them finally made it to their homes. And first and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the interest and the generosity in ordering them. I'm grateful for your enthusiasm about what I'm making. And I really appreciate it. This homebody gets to stay home and sew. That's a beautiful thing for me. So having said that, I'm on to new and also exciting things. A couple big things have happened in the last few weeks. We've bought a house in Poland, Ohio. It's a little village on the Pennsylvania border of northeastern Ohio. Our very good friends, John and Kelly, live there. They live about a mile from our new house. We're in San Diego right now, and we will also still be staying in San Diego. My husband works here, but I'll be a two-state sewer, and most of my stuff will be in Ohio though. And he'll do visiting, I'll do visiting, and then when he's ready to fully retire, we'll let go of our place here in San Diego and just be in Ohio. So Midwest, here I come. The other really big thing that happened is we have a new puppy. I've been without a dog for many years, and our daughter Olivia has some good friends that had miniatures? What do I have? They have miniature dachshund puppies. And so I was very fortunate to be able to have one of those puppies come live with us. Her name is Olive, and I will absolutely be flooding, as much as I flood anything with photos. I know I don't do a lot of photos, but I'm gonna make up for that. So she's wonderful. She's sneaking up on 5 months old, and she is a mix between a long-haired dachshund, mini dachshund, and a wire-haired dachshund. So she has an interesting coat, and she is just delightful. We're really fortunate to have her, and very happy with her. I think she might like us too, which is an added bonus. I have a list here because I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm packing and sewing and not getting a whole lot of stitching in. I have packed most of my stitching, and I want to show you a couple things that I've reserved to work on when I have moments of either being not tired or not packing. Some things that I am working on, and then I'm going to also show you some projects that I encountered in my packing that were just delights, and I hope to put them in my, I don't know how short term, they're on my radar. I do have a lot of things started, and being at that impressionable age, when I see somebody else working on something and I've already got it started, that's what I want to work on. In fact, I just saw Celeste of Celeste Creates. I saw her finished His Eyes on the Sparrow. You know which one I'm talking about. Right now I can't think of the actual name of it, but when I saw her completed one, it's by Heartstring Samplery. When I saw her completed Eye on the Sparrow, that's all I wanted to do was pull that out and work on that. So mine is packed away. In the meantime, I'm working on the Redbird Sampler, which I started a year ago when I was visiting Ohio. And the chart has a mistake in it, or an error. I stitched that error, and it will stay in. If you know the chart, you know where it is. But that, oh, yum. Great colors. And I'm stitching this on 40 count something. Did I write it down? Oh, it's on its thing. And it's not 40 count, I apologize. It's 36 count Vintage Meadow Rue by Lakeside. And I'm stitching it with the called for DMC and Weeks. So love those colors, love them a lot. Now I cannot put things on the floor. I have a bucket I'm putting these in when I'm done showing you. The second thing I'm working on is the Scarlet House's Jane Cowie. And this is on 46 count vintage exemplar. Now I have the fortune of owning the original Jane Cowie. And so my intention is to, when I'm finished with her, I will send them both off to be framed in complementary frames, frames that go well together but are not the same. And I'm so grateful to Tanya for entrusting her to me. And I'm stitching her in the called for NPI floss, which has become my fast favorite. I'm at NPI and 103 by Veriswa. I'm kind of losing it right now. Again, I'm a little scatterbrained with moving and dealing with wrapping up the house. We are closing on Friday. There's always those last minute things to do. So anyway, those are the two things I'm actually working on, and will continue to work on until I get unpacked and settled in our new house. I'm in a different space. This is actually my sewing room, the thread wall behind me that I use, and you might notice a stack of bags. I'll talk about those a little bit later. So I have also a couple of things to talk about before I show you some other things. So there goes my scatterbrain again. I did a trade with Lisa of Amazon Greenway, and I have a puppy down here I think would like to say hi. So this is Olive, the kiss machine. She's sneaking up on 5 months. Hey, Olive. I promise not to be that person that talks to their dog or their cat or their animal during the whole thing. But anyway, she is a delight, and I'm thrilled with her. Anyway, back to Lisa, Prims on Greenway. She and I did a little trade, silk sleeves or silk savers for some of her gorgeous waxers that I'll never use as a waxer because they're just too beautiful. I have wax to wax thread with, but her strawberry waxers, the red one has a glass strawberry bead. The natural colored one has a bird. They both have some other little beads and spacers. And then they have this amazing, she found the little door thingy. I have not seen lobster clasps like this. It's this beautiful heart lobster clasp. So, yeah. I'm so pleased with them. She does such beautiful work and clearly loves what she does. So thank you so much, Lisa. And then speaking of Lisa and Michelle of Under the Woolen Willow and Hobby House Needleworks, Kathy and David, are putting on an event next year. It's about this time next year, and it's the Primitive Needlework Primer. Now, you probably have heard about this from other people who are doing FlossTube and probably also from Lisa. One of the beautiful things about this is that it's not just cross stitch, it's wool applique, it's also punch needle. You have an opportunity to maybe take a class in something you haven't tried before. And although I've worked with wool fabric a lot, especially when I was a doll maker, I really have not done any absolute, just straight wool applique. So Maggie Bononomy is going to be there, and she's teaching a class in wool applique. And then Liz Matthews and Kathy Barrick will be there, who'll be teaching classes in cross stitch, and then also classes in punch needle. And then the other instructors that will be there are Beth Seal of Summer House Stitch Works, and she's cross stitch. Teresa Miller of Teresa's Primitive Treasures. I'm not familiar with Teresa's work, but I did sign up for her class. You get a choice of 2 or 3 classes. I think it's 2, and then, but you'd make 3 choices, or anyway, you get a couple classes, and then if you want to have additional classes, that's an additional fee. Leanne Van Leyen of 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers will be there. And then also Susan Stanley of Stitches in Time is going to be the guest speaker. I'm not 100% positive, and I may be completely speaking out of turn, but I do believe the topic of her talk has to do with comfort in stitching through time, possibly something in that realm. How we've used stitching as a soothing activity in our throughout time. So I may be right, I may be wrong. We'll find out. Again, I may have made that up or dreamt it. I want to show you this beautiful, I'm going to call it a pin keep. I'm going to call it a clip keep. What it is a Wonder Clip organizer. I use Wonder Clips when I make the vinyl front project bags, and this is just beautiful. So you put beautiful and useful in one object, and I'm a fan. So this was sent to me by an Instagram friend. Her name is Linda, and we came in contact because she asked if I had any more of the bags that I was selling for Laura's big birthday project when we were starting Elizabeth Isles at the beginning of this year. Well, I was out of bags, but I still had some of the felt and photo tags that I made to go on the bags, the zipper pull. So I offered just to send her one of those, and she was welcome to have that. And then she sent this to me in return. I'm going to say I won in that trade. So thank you so much, Linda. I really appreciate this. And this is made with the most recent line of Blackbird Designs fabric. It's beautiful. And then the other thing I have in this LaHaye basket of mine is a jar of buttons. This is a jar of mother of pearl buttons. And I'm going to talk about this at the end of the video because I have a giveaway that I'm doing, and it's been the prizes. There are 2 prizes, and they have been donated by Jean Lee of the Attic Needlework. So anyway, just know we're going to get back to this jar of buttons. So when I was packing things, one of the I put all the projects that I had been working on, and then found a few things that I didn't know I had, which was just magic. It was like finding a new present. So I have set aside some things that I would like to start on when I get settled, when my desk gets settled. So one of them is this Stacy Nash drum. Now, when I saw this on Spring Green Country Samplers newsletter a couple weeks ago, I immediately went to look for it. I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know who had designed it. And then it showed up in my mailbox. Turns out it was in the, it's in the Girls Club. I believe we get 4 a year. So this is the 3rd of the 4 charts and kits that come with that. So this is stitched on Seraphim 36 count antique lace by Seraphim. I loved that blue house, the swans, the bunting across the top, and then this super beautiful, delicate border. But what really got me was the strawberry. I just, yeah, over the moon. And they included what we only really, it looks like we only need for the strawberry and the bow on the drum, a whole, I mean, this has got a couple of yards of the dyed rayon seam binding. So very, very generous. And then it has the backing, the bottom fabric for the drum, and of course all the floss, and you know how they do a beautiful job with that. The other thing that I found that I didn't realize I had kitted, aside from fabric, but that will be no trouble, is Emily Ann Greenaway by Hands Across the Sea. Apparently, I bought all the NPI for that. Not NPI, soie d'Alger for that. So I am ready to go on her. I love the color. I love color in samplers. I'm a fan of the muted ones as well, but these colors really tickle my fancy. And all those animals in that big berry bowl. Absolutely love that one. Speaking of color, when Macy of Quaint Rose Needle Arts released this chart, Antique Birds and Angel, it's just, I thought, oh, for sure I would want to do this smaller one, but the format of the larger one with the angel in the middle, that's the one for me. So I ordered this from the Attic Needlework, and it came as a kit. I ordered the kit with their silk conversion, and it is with 40 count Lakeside buttercream and that, you know, just the variety of silks. It's got everything. It has everything from gumnut to dinky dyes, belle soie. Okay, it doesn't have everything. It has those, belle soie, gumnut, and dinky dyes. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's on my radar. And Macy, you did a beautiful job on that. That's absolutely lovely. I found my Ann Kirby, which was done, it's a needlework press chart that was sold through Hobby House Needleworks. And I again ordered the kit when this was available to order through them. And that came with Fox and Rabbit hog bristle. I believe I got 40, yes, 40 count. Yes. And then the silks that they included with that. And that all came packed up in their zipper, their canvas zipper pouch with their logo on it. So that was nice to have. I really like that. On my radar. And then I have a couple. Let's count them. Well, let's do one other. I have another needlework press one. So needlework press, Ellen Carr, 1843. And this came as the Something Through Time. Oh, Threads of History Club from Spring Green. I'm going to say it's Spring Green. All of a sudden I'm questioning that it might not be Spring Green, but it is. So this is Ellen Carr by Needlework Press, and have her kitted up. And she came with 36 count. I'm sorry about the crinkly bits. I don't remember what she came with. Well, I'm going to consider that right now. It doesn't matter. It's beautiful, and I love it. So there's that kit. So the last four are all Scarlet House kits. And the first one I got in March when I was there, not March, in June when I was there for the Bristol Sampler Weekend. And it's Sarah Hopwood, who, boy, when you see her completed, it's just it's a done deal. I don't have her fabric chosen yet, but I do have the MPIs for her. And so I'm sure it'll be a 46 count something or other, of which I have a good supply. Thank goodness, with the shortage in linen lately. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I did not know I had the floss set aside for this Smith sampler. I've seen a few finished of this one recently as well. And It's, well, stunning. I'm gonna need to get some new adjectives because stunning and gorgeous are getting a little overused. But I have most of the silks for that. I still need to get a few. And I have a couple of different fabric choices that I have not settled on yet. And don't need to just yet. This, A Sampler for All Seasons, was available through the Facebook group that we're all in, but don't remember the name. The Primitive something. Darn it, I should have written that down. Julie Kursave is the moderator, administrator in that group, and they often do, throughout the year, there's a number of exclusive kits and charts and kits. Usually they're sold as kits. And it was sold as a kit. I got that in PI, and it is needle and flax Steinbeck, 40 count. And I've seen somebody just finished this. I just saw it on Instagram completed. I'll remember as soon as I'm done filming, or recording. I guess there's no film involved with this. On my radar. And then the last one is June Charlotte Wynn, which was also a Threads of History Club release by the Scarlet House. And I think this one is on Weeks Dye Works. Yes. And of course it comes fully ready to go. But absolutely love that. So I know the rule is buy all the Blackbird. I believe one of Brenda's rules is also buy all the Scarlet House. So I'm doing my part, absolutely doing my part. I'm gonna keep this fairly short today because I've got to start packing. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about these. I do have an upload coming, and it's Sunday, this coming Sunday. It is gonna be on Etsy because I've not taken the time to finish up my website. I have it, it's just not ready for public viewing yet, and I'm not ready to put product there yet. So this Sunday, this coming Sunday, which is, not sure what date it is. If today is the 5th and 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, I believe it's the 9th at 6 p.m. and it's Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 9 o'clock. If you're Central, it'll be 8 o'clock. If you're Mountain time, it will be 7 o'clock. If you're out of the United States, please check Google because I don't know. So anyway, Pacific time, 6 p.m. So I'll show you some of the bags I have available. And then I also have some Silk Savers cut out that I'm going to stitch up, and there'll be some of those on there as well. And then that's it as far as anything to sell until I'm moved in and up and running. So probably another month. 3.5, 4 weeks before I have anything else. So this is my Christmas in July, in September, but now actually in October. I know how to stretch things out. So the first thing I have are, I believe there's 9. These are the only vinyl bags I have. And a lot of these fabrics are using Kathy Holden's vintage Christmas, I think it's called Christmas Fair. So all of the vinyl fronts are a version of this. So the fabric placement will vary. So it's the ephemera on the background, on the back, and then the Christmas songs as the lining. So there are 9 of those. I do have a few Tomato Project bags left. And this is the new type of bag I'm actually sending this style in. I really like it. It might not be the best for display if it's in a store, but it's really good for sending. It doesn't crinkle. It also is a Ziploc bag. It's totally reusable, and it's soft. And anyway, so there's one rose tomato bag available. And I believe there are 8 of the tan. They all come with the little tomato pin cushion that has a bulb pin with a vintage mother of pearl button and a charm. And those will be on in the sale as well. And then there will be in the Kathy Holden fabrics. They all have a patch that's taken from the ephemera fabric, and they're all different. So I'm going to list all these bags separately, which can be a challenge, I think, because if you go for a bag and it might be in somebody else might be checking it out. So I'll just zip through these really quickly. And then, so you can see that they're all different. All the backs and the tops on this colorway are the same. It's just the patches that are different. The inside of this one is a red and white polka dot. And then, oops, one more of that color. I really like this one. And the backing of the patches is 100% wool felt. I buy a lot, I use a lot. It's my preferred. I shy away from the felt blends. They just are fuzzier. They're not for me. So this one is the lighter color Christmas tree. I'm a big fan of a red cap mushroom. This one also has the red and white dot on the inside. And then the backing of these is the ephemera fabric. So the differences are only the patches on the front again. So there's that one. There's that one. This is a large one. And they're all Christmas related. So everything has something Christmassy. Like this one says, the joys that feed the merry heart, the mirth of Christmas cheer, be yours for many a Christmas day and many a bright new year. I'm certain that Kathy got them off of old ephemera cards and tags and stuff. So they're just beautiful. She makes all her fabrics pair very well together. And then this is the final of this colorway. Christmas greetings and good wishes, that says. And then I have some French General fabrics. So there's 3 of this style. And this is Fa La La is the name. The backing is actually a, oh, thread, can't have that. The backing is not a French General fabric. This is from Laundry Basket Quilts, and it's Noel. The lining is a French General fabric, and it's just the cream and red vine. Sorry about my lighting. So anyway, I'm a stickler for any kind of thread sticking out. So hopefully when you get my bags, you'll notice that they don't have threads. I'm constantly picking out the threads. So there's that one, another large one. So pretty. And then the breakfast or supper is 15 cents. Dinner is 20 cents. Merry Christmas. Fair as a rose. May Christmas be for thee. So those are those 3. And then there's 3 that have they're all similar, but they're different and they're on point. So this fabric is not Fa La La. I'm going to call it Joyeux Noel, but it's the medallion fabric. The backing is also French General, and then it has that same interior as the previous one. So these look the same, but they are not the same. They are all 3 robins. They all have a little Christmas greeting in the corner. And there's that one. So there's those. And then the final ones are Christmas beads. This one says best wishes. Oh, sincere wishes, sorry. So it's the beads and then the crochet top, and then the backing is the Christmas tree with the red cap mushroom, and the interior is Christmas words, just almost like it was taken out of newsprint, but it has all holiday sentiments. So there's that one. Jingle bells. I love, love, love this one. The little boot and the bow for the holly. And there's 6 of this style. This is like Santa's workshop. A little Christmas card with that's where that image came from, was a Christmas card. And it's on the back as well. And then this for you retro lovers. Remember that retro Christmas star on the top of the tree? What's that say? Reflecto light. Treetop. Double glow. And then the reverse of that one is the crochet on the bottom and the beads on the top. And then same interior. And same back. So crochet on the top. This one has a Christmas Carol. December 25th. There's 4 of this style. Another Christmas card. And then a very retro Santa Claus stocking tag. Super cute. Super cute. I've been sewing a lot. So, as a representation of how many tomato project bags I made, there's a button for every one that I made in this jar. I have made a lot. And so that's what kind of why I disappeared. I tend to disappear when I'm sewing a lot. And I intend to address that in my behavior, and hopefully I can find a better balance. So we're doing a giveaway. Jean Lee has generously offered 2 of my viewers $25 gift cards to the Attic Needlework. Whoever guesses right on or the closest to how many buttons are in this jar, which again represents how many tomato bags I've made. I know it's hard to obviously it's hard to tell. It's supposed to be hard to tell. Rest assured, it's hundreds. So, so 2 winners will get $25 gift cards to the Attic Needlework. Please be subscribed to this channel and like this video. Press the thumbs up, and then just put the numerals. You can put it in your comment. You can just do no comment and just do numerals, but the actual numbers, and I will go through all of those in 1 week's time. So this day, today is Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I will, during that day, go through them and find out either who is right on. If there are multiples of absolutely right on, then I'm going to have a runoff. Or if there's 3, I bet I can get a 3rd gift card. I'll even buy that myself. So, and I really want to thank Jean Lee for donating those. The Attic Needlework means, my adjective right now is a lot, which is kind of silly. It's a magical place, and it's magical not just because of that it's cross stitch, but it's the ambiance that Jean has brought to this space in her staffing, in her what she chooses to stock in her store. But the most heartwarming part of going to the attic, and even the very first time I went, which was the summer school of last year, was walking in and feeling like I came home. And that may happen in a lot of needlework shops. I haven't been in very many. But to see Jean and to see the way she beams when she smiles at you and is ready for a hug, even if she doesn't know you. I mean, she didn't know me, and I feel like I'm part of a family there now. It means the world to me. So you people out there in cross stitch land, I mean, we're a special bunch, and it's a group I'm really proud to be part of. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for staying to the end. Please enter this giveaway, because if you haven't ordered from the Attic Needlework, I say call them. I know they'd like you to fill out the application. Well, if you win the gift card, you need to call them anyway. But anyway, I will choose in 1 week. I won't choose. I will go through and find out who the winners are, and I'll comment on your comment, and then we'll arrange for your card to be available to you at the Attic Needlework. So you don't have to go in. If you're nearby, of course, you know to go in, or if you know you're visiting there anytime soon. But you can certainly take care of it all over the phone. So thank you, thank you. I will be coming back to you in 1 week's time with a brief video just to announce the winners. And I will, at that point, we'll be packing up and getting ready to move. So we're moving a week from this coming Saturday. So anyway, thank you very, very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.